One Piece, Chapter 1128, titled RPG has just dropped. So let's talk about what happens in the chapter. It starts in Big Stein Castle. Sanji carries Nami and jumps down from the castle with Luffy, Zoro, and Usopp. They arrive to the land below and we can see that the entire kingdom is made of Lego pieces with huge Yggdrasil tree in the middle. Zoro explains that he woke up at the other side of town and then he followed the noise to find Luffy defeating Giant Rabbit. After that, Usopp says this kingdom is not Elbaf since their giant warrior outfits are normal size. So Straw Hat Crew decides to go to the giant town to ask people what is happening. On the way to the town, they encounter a normal-sized bearded guy wearing giant outfits, riding a giant grasshopper. The bearded guy asks if they are new here, and then he explains that this is a country ruled by gods, the Ear God, who Luffy ate earlier, the Spike God, Hedgehog, and the Iscat. Yeah, it is the same cat they whooped in the previous chapter. Usopp covers Luffy's mouth before Luffy talks too much, while Zoro, Nami, and Sanji are whistling and looking the other way to hide that they killed the rabbit. And he also said that if they are hungry, they can just come by town to get some rations. But the bearded guy warned them to not go to the other side of the castle. Luffy was curious and asked why. Then the bearded guy replied that the Sun God's temple is there and it's guarded by ferocious guardians. No one has ever approached the temple and returned to tell the tale. After hearing this, Luffy went straight to the Sun God temple, and Zoro also got interested when he hears there are guardians beasts and run after Luffy. Sanji scolds Zoro for always going with Luffy's flow. As Luffy is running, he wonders why the road seems so long and the entire kingdom looks so wide, but suddenly he hits something invisible and breaks it. It is revealed to be a giant mirror. The sky and wide scenery they see are all mirror reflection. The people in Lego Town are shocked to see the sky cracks above them. Luffy crosses that mirror and falls to the floor. What is even happening is this One Piece X Lego collab. After the mirror is broken, it's revealed that the entire Lego kingdom is a model diorama placed in a giant's room. The diorama is inside a huge cage covered with glass. From inside the glasses are mirrors, but from outside look like a fish tank. We can see the inside from the outside. The cage takes up a large part of the room from top to bottom of the room, and the front part of the cage has a huge grill with a door the size for a giant. In the room there are some furniture too, like a giant wood table, and on top of the table there are fabrics, threads, and a giant sewing machine. We can see a lot of Lego pieces disperse in the floor of the room, where Luffy fell. And the reason the smell was unbearable when we roasted the rabbit was due to all the synthetic resin burning with it. Usopp and Zoro examine all the stuff in the table. Luffy does the same in the floor. Suddenly, two new giant animals appear in the giant room. Hilmungandr, a giant snake. Its name is based on the world serpent, Jormungandr in Norse mythology, and Mugen, a giant raven with a skull on its head. Its name is a mix of Muninn and Hugin, Odin's ravens in Norse mythology. Luffy and the other fight against them, wrecking stuff of the room and making room catch fire. Cut to the outside the room, we see that Sun God is walking down a corridor towards the room. Room door has a Z symbol. Sun God is a giant far larger than any normal giant we saw so far, except Oars, but we can see yet if Sun God is a man or a woman. Sun God is a slim giant that wears a black long tunic and a deer skull with big antlers and mane that covers her face. And Sun God has a staff and a shield with sun symbol. Sun God notices that smoke and noise are coming from the room. So Sun God enters the room and is shocked to see Luffy destroying it while they are fighting the animals. Luffy is using Gear 5 and laughing in the middle of fire that is burning the room. Then he uses Gomu Gomu no Dawn pistol to defeat the giant snake. On the other hand, Zoro defeats Giant Crow. Then Straw Hat Crew enters into the diorama to evade Sun God, and they encounter again Iscat, a giant cat they defeated in the castle. Iscat is very angry, but they hit Iscat's head and get on it, while Nami shows them a map she found. In the amazing final double page of the chapter, we see Straw Hat Crew riding Iscat through the diorama town, with Sun God chasing them. The town people are in shock when they see enraged Sun God. After that, Nami said, if they run at a straight line, there's another mirror ahead. If we destroy it along with the wall, we will be outside. In the end, Sun God said that they won't let them escape. That's it. The chapter has ended. If you want to stay updated, press that bell icon so you won't miss any videos. Thank you for watching.